But did you notice they had Nick Aldis in the back in his office with Randy Orton? Randy, who RKO'd Nick, the GM of this whole schmoz. They did a big package on his return. And then they're standing there in the office. And I like Aldis. Adam Pearce is kind of like the somewhat frazzled and beleaguered, hardworking, honest guy that's doing the best that he can and just wants to do his job. And you can tell Nick Aldis is just a fucking corporate ladder climbing, fucking power hungry son of a bitch that wants to run everything with an iron fist. But Orton came in and upset that because he's RKO'd. And remember, I said earlier in the program, the one thing you can be sure of is Punk is not going to attack Aldis in any fashion, or nobody else is going to be beating Aldis up because Randy's done it and will probably do it again, and that's going to become his thing. Maybe he's going to be Austin and Aldis is McMahon, but nobody else is going to get a hold of the general manager. But Nick has Orton teaming with LA Knight against Jimmy Uso and Solo on the show because Aldis said that LA Knight, well, he saved you last week. And Orton's, oh, he saved me. Well, and I got to trust this guy. I don't know him, blah, blah, blah. And Aldis is trying to put him at ease, saying, oh, it'll be fine. So Orton got fined $50,000 for giving Aldis the RKO, right? So Orton hands him a check and he looks, he's like, this is for $100,000. And Orton says, that's right. That's for next time. And he walks out. So we got that going. And that's going to be fun. And Aldis has got that pomposity of being an upper crusty British fellow that the people are going to love seeing him get planted on his fucking face every now and then.
Should they have Aldis chasing him down each week to give him back a check for the overpayment?
And no, I think they should have one of the production assistants.
And he never accepts the money back.
He never accepts. He says, hey, you keep it. Go buy you a car.
Or he starts doing the RKO to the production assistants.
Well, and then giving them the check back. I don't know. Anyway, we'll leave that one alone. See, that's about as much thought as the writers actually give this shit.
Aldis has been great, though. He actually has been a breath of fresh air on this show.
He's very British. Very British.
You don't know what he's going to do. You can't tell how big of a dick he is. You know, like there's still the mystery. Like, who's he going to really fuck over at some point?
Well, so that's the thing. He's not really like a flaming heel. Is that you can tell that he wants to be a success. Maybe they're patterning him after Vince a little bit. It's going to be nothing personal. It's business. He's going to cut anybody's nuts off if it means his show and or he himself does better. Whereas, you know, poor old Adam is probably going to end up being the babyface in this situation as the guy who genuinely wants to do good.
Like Adam's like the GM you can see showing up in a minivan.
Yes, but Aldis is coming in the fucking, you know, the SUV with the black windows.
Aldis gets out of the car with Vince. Yeah.
Yeah. And Adam Pearce gets out of the car with me. Anyway,